Hello, it is 5:05 and it is day one of 626 Night Market Arcadia. I cannot believe I'm literally doing this soon after Anime Expo, but we're here. And I had like a day and a half of a break before setting up and everything. As per usual with night markets, even though it starts at 4, it doesn't get busy until later in the day when it gets cooler in the evening. So we kind of took it easy, and it's nice because I got to say hi to a few people. Finally all set up for 626 Arcadia. This is how the setup looks for this weekend. Got my pins up there, phone grips, more pins, stickers down there, and then I do have the bags on that side. And our spot's actually not too bad. We are close towards the stage, and then the entrance is just over there, somewhere there. And we're here. It's very warm, but I know it's gonna be a little bit cooler later. I did start implementing this starting with Anime Expo, so I did make a sign that shows which pins are not part of the deal, since I do have it on my catalog. However, I'm sure most people don't even look at my catalog and they first look at the pins, so at least this will make it a little bit easier to see which ones they can choose from for the 3 for $40 deal. This is the very, very messy backside of the booth. So I do have the bags up here because I realized that our table neighbor next to us will have that side open. So I thought, you know what, we'll put the bags there then. And this is the backside. We put a few bags there, some wallets just to free up some of the suitcase inventory, and pins and stickers are down here. I mean, it's not too busy yet, so we're just gonna leave everything up here and then figure out how we want to organize everything later on, but so far so good. And then everything is just stockpiled in the corner. This is Ji-Yoon. We're reunited, yay! Okay, we are...
Photo by the sign.
Oh yeah, we should. We're on our way to go visit Chloe's. Hi. Yeah, which one?
Your, the little cat.
Just to double check, you wanted these 3 stickers?
Yeah.
Anything else for you? Alright, that'll be 12, please. Will that be cash, card, or Venmo? Cash? Okay. Out of 20, your change is 8. Alright, so $8 is your change, and then here's your stickers. Thank you. Have a good one. So it's now 7:09, and it's starting to pick up a little bit. I feel like since we opened around 4, there's only been about like 15, 16 sales so far, and I feel like, again, as per usual with night markets, it doesn't really get busy until the sun sets, which is probably like 8 or 9 p.m. However, for this night market, it ends at midnight, so I know a lot of people do come in later in the day. Plus, people do work. It is Friday, so I'm not really expecting a huge crowd. I'm pretty sure, or at least like based on what Jody mentioned last weekend, because she worked 626 Night Market for me, Saturday, of course, is usually the busiest. Hello, it is 3:38 and it is about 22 minutes. Yeah, it's about 22 minutes until 626 Night Market Arcadia opens, and we just got here maybe like 10 minutes ago. Honestly, it is just way too hot to function, or at least for me to function, and I am now realizing that I am really not good with hot/warm events. I mean, technically it's cooler this weekend instead of last weekend, but it's still really hot. Again, if you do events like these where it's super hot, this neck fan helps by a lot. I didn't really get to vlog yesterday just because my battery died on my camera, and when I looked back at the numbers for yesterday, to be honest, it was significantly slower than I thought it would be for this type of event. Because if you're not familiar with 626 Night Market Arcadia, it is, out of the other 626 Night Market events, this is the main one and it is the original one. So typically this is the one that does yield the most in terms of attendance, and it is much bigger than the OC and the Pleasanton events amongst their other smaller 626 Night Markets. And when I was comparing the numbers, I feel like my 626 Arcadia Friday numbers were pretty much in line with the 626 Night Market OC numbers, which again, given that this one is the biggest one, I'm a little surprised by. After talking to other vendors, I feel like they even said that Friday was actually pretty slow from what they're used to. And I'm thinking that one, at least for my items, it could be different for other people's, especially since mine is specifically anime centered. Possibly some people already purchased from me last weekend and they either bought from me from Anime Expo or 626 Night Market, because my booth was here last weekend. And I did overhear a few attendees here who said that they bought from me last weekend and they were just surprised to see me here, so that could have been the case. But in general, it just was a bit slower than I thought it would be. So I'm hoping that this weekend will be better, or at least today, as in Saturday, will be slightly better, but we shall see. Cloris and Jude. We just took photos and videos in front of the 626 sign because we need content. It's now 6:19 and it's been about 2 hours and a half since this event started. I feel like it's picked up considerably compared to yesterday. I believe when it was 4, there was like a big rush of people and it's been like pretty busy, but I feel like as of now most people are still getting food first and trying out the games and all of that in the other side before they start shopping around. We did sell out of the bear bags, which is great. I still have 2 boxes of the bear bags left, so I decided to just save those for my next shop update, which I'm hoping to have in late July or early August. And then hopefully, I don't think they will, but hopefully the rest of the bear bags will last for the remainder of the year, or at least until the holidays. But I do feel like I might have to order more before November, since I do want to order the cat bag. I'll do a little sneak peek here because I haven't, or at least I don't believe I've publicly shown it on Instagram. So this is gonna be the cat bag. I also have a pink rabbit corduroy bag, but that one won't be until later maybe. It's gonna be pink and it's a babbit. It's a rabbit. Obviously the sleep deprivation is catching up to me. It is now 8:25 and to be honest, it is busy. I will say we did sell out of a few items. Like we sold out of the white classic Ida bag, we sold out of the bear bags, and we even sold out the display of the bear bag. I'm a little surprised because I think it's just because there's a lot more people. And I know like some people here aren't used to specific like artist alley pricing, but I haven't had this many comments on how expensive my items are in a really long time. Even more so than 626 OC, and I feel like I get that a lot there. I mean, understandably, this, you know, I feel like Night Market starts that expectation that items are going to be a lot cheaper compared to the food items. And I will admit that sometimes I do find that the food prices are on the more expensive side, but then that's also, this is 626 Night Market, like you're going to have expectations that items are more expensive. I mean, that's just an observation that I've made, at least. I just wasn't expecting that here in Arcadia, but again, I did get a lot of comments on how my stuff is more expensive, and they are on the pricier side compared to a lot of other pins and Ida bags, but for me, I did price them reasonably. So it is 11:50, it is 10 minutes until this event ends, and I feel like, looking at the numbers, I feel like it's about the same as 626 OC in terms of Saturday numbers. And to be honest, or actually not even, like it's maybe like 10 or 20 transactions less than 626 OC. However, I feel like there were a few people who did purchase Ida bags or a bear bag, which was good. Hello. But I feel like numbers wise it's pretty low compared to 626 OC, and I feel like it really did affect the fact that I did do Anime Expo the week prior, because I did hear a lot of attendees say, oh, I purchased from you at AX, or oh, I saw this booth at AX and I bought so-and-so item. Which is, again, not a bad thing. It's just maybe next time or next year I should consider not vending so close to Anime Expo, at least within, it's not necessarily the same area, but within the vicinity of Los Angeles in a way. And also I did do, I did do 626 last weekend, so again, people probably bought from me last weekend and they're back and they already bought something, so they're not going to buy this week. Obviously we profited, it's just you know, I kind of expected a little bit more because it is Arcadia, but you know, there's a lot of factors that played into why we didn't make as much this weekend, but it's okay. Hello. Hi. So it is the last day of 626 Night Market. It is 7 o'clock, and I mean, it's picked up in that it's a lot more busy today and the same as yesterday, but I would say that it's just, I think it's just affected that, again, I did do Anime Expo last weekend, and a lot of people already purchased for me, or if they do want to purchase for me, they already went to Anime Expo and they spent a lot of money. In terms of how we pack pin orders and sticker orders, we do have everything on the table, so I do have the phone groups down there, pins up here, stickers right in front of me since these are the most popular typically for night markets. I have another pin bin here, and then I do have some of the glassine bags just over there just so they're easy to pack. And pretty much everything is just within arm's distance, so I don't really have to crouch or anything, just because I am sitting on this chair. And lately I have noticed that the director's chair is pretty helpful, especially if you just want to be at eye level, however you don't want to be standing, and I really like it so far. Oh my god, hello. Are you JYK Doodles?
I'm the famous JYK.
Oh my gosh, I have a gift for you.
Thank you. Do you want it signed?
Yes. So some insight about the event. 626 Night Market Arcadia is one of 3 of the major 626 night markets. There are some smaller events, however, they're typically 1 or 2 day. For 626 Night Market, there's Arcadia, which is the largest one and the one that I'm currently at. There's OC, which I've done before, and then there's also Pleasanton, which I'm doing in a couple weeks at end of July. They're all the same price. They're $800 for a 10 by 10 space. You have to bring your own canopy and your own tables and chairs. Before they did used to provide a canopy, however, some logistic changes, they changed it up and they increased the price. I wouldn't recommend this show if you're out of state. I know I have a few friends who are not from California who are doing it. I feel like it's more common for locals or people from NorCal to come all the way here to do 626. I think just with the idea of having to bring your own stuff is just what would prevent someone from traveling all the way here from very far. I personally like to do 626 Night Market only because, one, I really like this event. I've been going to this event as an attendee since 2017. Also, I really like how it's specifically Asian culture centered. People here are more likely to actually want to buy anime merch because they like anime food. They like Asian food. Most likely they probably watch anime or are interested in anime. I feel like this event, again, as mentioned previously, would be good if you are local or maybe your biggest fee is hotel. However, if you have to fly here, I wouldn't recommend it just because you do have to bring your own materials and supplies, basically. Alright, so it is now 12:45, so it's way past midnight. We just finished packing up. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, and you can watch this for my Artist Alley playlist, and I'll see y'all in the next video.